All right, welcome everybody. This is the Fit Warriors team call. It is Monday, April 24th, 2017. Tonight we're going to be talking about the leadership ladder, but before that, I just wanted to talk about a few things, give a little bit of recognition, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to share my screen. So I did create a little presentation. Oh man, sorry. Okay, I think I can present and still see. I hate that I can't see myself. Let me go back. When I do that, I can't see you guys, but oh well. Okay, so I can't believe it is the end of April, and literally May is next week. It means that there are 5 weeks of school left for the kids. That means that I only have about 6 weeks left of work, and then my life fully changes, so that's super exciting. But end April strong. We don't know what the May special is yet. So I don't know if they're going to continue this 160 for BOD. I have to be honest that I have not, with my life being so crazy and moving and traveling and all kinds of things, I have not taken advantage of sharing this opportunity as much as I probably would like to or should. So I'm going to, these next few days, and as well as while I'm in Punta Cana, spend some time doing so, because I have my own room at Punta Cana. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. So really excited about that. But end April strong. If you haven't hit Success Club yet, we're going to talk about the leadership ladder. If you're close, we'll look at your rungs. And if you guys are if you're on your computer, hopefully you'll be able to pull up your back office, and I'll show you where to look and how to know kind of where you're at, where you need to go for the steps in the ladder. Summit workshop selection. If you are serious about growing this business, you need to be at Summit. I believe most of you, or everybody except for, I think, Bree. I'm not sure if Bree is going to Summit. I don't know if you're going to be in the States or not yet. But I think everyone else is that's on the call right now. If you're not on the call and you're listening to this recording and you're serious about growing this as a business, even if it's a part-time business for you, you need to get to Summit. We can work on sharing roommates. I've got some possibilities in my room. And I know that there are other people who could definitely, save some money by rooming with people. The first time I went to Summit, I roomed with people. I did not know anybody that I roomed with. They were other people in the Dream Extreme community. I think I met one girl a couple times. Like, I drove her to a Super Saturday because she lived in the city and didn't have a car. And then she and I roomed with 3 or 4 other people that we'd never met before. And it was in Vegas, and it worked out great. I mean, really, it was awesome. So I would recommend that. Even, like, meet other people from other teams. It was really cool just to hear what other people do and whatsoever. So if you're not signed up for Summit yet, get signed up. And if you are signed up for Summit, on May 10th, workshop selection opens. So I posted, I think it was last week maybe, or possibly the week before, the document to start looking over the workshop selection that you want to go to, as well as the workout you want to attend. So you get one live workout. It's at 6 a.m. on Friday morning, I believe it is. And then we'll do the big, everybody does the workout together on Saturday morning. And then this year, it's not so, like, we can all choose. I really highly suggest you choose the workshop track that makes most sense for you. Most of them, or all of them, have some sessions in common, and then there are just some that are not in common. Okay, so you need to look it over and think about your business and what you need as a person to learn. We always want you to learn what's best for you and choose that workshop based on that. Last year, it worked out a little bit differently, and some people made choices based on, like, what the team was going to. I actually find it helpful if we all went to different things, because then we can share everything that we've learned. But last year, there were like 2 tracks, so we were definitely split up. This year, we're all in general session together in the morning. And then in the afternoon, you go off to your workshops. So it is a little bit different. I think it's better that way. We can all kind of sit together in the general session, kind of as a team. Lindsay won't be there, so the goal getters, the fit warriors, heart inspiration, um, Megan's daily devotion, the push play it forward, all the teams will all be together. So at least we'll try. So we'll try to do that. And then we'll also try to coordinate some other things throughout the time that we're there as well. Also, May's a great month. So if you've built some momentum this month, May is going to be great for you. May is when people the weather's starting to get nice out. People are starting to think about summer clothes, which usually are a little bit smaller. They can't hide behind their big sweatshirts and sweatpants. They can possibly still wear leggings, but then you don't want to have a big old shirt on. So people are starting to think about their health and their fitness a little bit more starting in May, more than probably any other month. So I highly suggest that you take advantage of that and just really start talking to people, inviting them to everything, inviting them to your free groups, inviting them to your challenge groups, inviting them to the coach opportunity. I think Lindsay did either a video or I don't know what it was, or maybe it was on the last team call, was it? Where she was talking about just like inviting all the time, inviting every day, and not just to groups, but just inviting to different things, inviting somebody to a play date, inviting somebody to lunch, inviting somebody, just like thinking about ways that you can connect with people and invite them to more things so that you can connect with them more. I want to do a little bit of recognition because I wanted to I know Jackie is not on this call tonight, but the girl's on fire. She's kicking booty. She announced that she wants to quit her job, which I'm super excited about, within the next couple of years. But when she first became a coach, Jackie told me, I love my job. I just want to do this part-time. I don't ever see myself, quitting my job and doing this full-time. And honestly, you could see the fire in her. You can see the passion and just like helping others and especially helping her team. I know, Kate's on here and, just helping her team and just become better leaders. And she lights me up, which helps because sometimes it's hard. It's hard for me to keep going. I don't know how she does it. So I just wanted to say congrats to you, Jackie. You're kicking booty. So keep it up. And so she and I are going to powwow soon and try and we set a date, I think the 19th, and try and put a big plan into place for her. So super exciting. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is the leadership ladder. So when Lindsay and I went to NLC, in February, I think it was, there was a big focus on the leadership ladder and I've really wanted to talk about this with you guys, and I wanted to do it last month, but then I had Courtney on talking about tracking the business. So I thought I'd finally do a little PD session for you guys on the leadership ladder, and hopefully this will help you understand it a little bit more. I mean, it's been out now over a year, actually almost 2, because I just rewatched a video where Melanie Mitro presented about it at Summit in 2015. So, but I don't think there's been, our team at least, I should say, we have not focused on it as much. And basically what the leadership ladder does is it helps you focus not just on Success Club. And I think many times we just focus on that Success Club number. And obviously it's helping us focus on helping other people, which is great. But I think for many of us, we want to build our businesses bigger than that. And we want to not just help people with their health and fitness, but we want to help people become financially free. We want to help people believe in themselves and build something of their own and become a leader themselves, so that we want them to become a coach with us. And I think that this kind of helps that. So many times the Success Club was where you were kind of, or at least for me, that's where I was focusing. Okay, I'm helping new customers. Yes, I would get some points for coaches, but that's not, that Success Club. I think customers, and then Rank, Emerald, Diamond. That's where we focus on our new coaches. what the leadership ladder does is it kind of combines all of that, as well as building your leaders once you have coaches on your team, helps you to focus on that. I think it just kind of ties it all together. So I'm actually currently, you'll see, I lie. So it says here that I'm a team leader. I actually dropped to a team builder last month, but I'm on track to get back to team leader. So why the leadership ladder? It is proven. They've done, if you've watched Jeff Hill's training, or I think it was Michael Neiman did a training on those who hit team leader status, and that's the one that we're going to focus on most, which is Diamond. You're hitting Success Club. You're making, I believe it's $2,500 a month. Compared to somebody who was a Diamond but not team leader, their income was just not as high. It helps the stability of your business, so it's going to help you be more consistent. It just helps you to, again, keep that focus on everything in your business, not just one aspect. It is duplicatable, so it's easy to, once you understand it, it is easy to explain it to others. It helps you keep consistent volume. So for many of you, and for me, for a really long time, I had no idea. I did not understand volume. The team cycle bonus made no sense to me. Like, how do I get more volume? All of these things. This really helps you focus on your weak leg volume. Because remember, your strong leg is your coaches and coaches from your upline. Okay? Where on your weak leg, it's just the people that you're building, the volume from your team that is on your weak leg. So it helps you to kind of focus there, because one of the measures is the volume in your weak leg. It helps you, just to measure things a little bit better. Again, volume is something that not a lot of people kind of keep track of. It's something that I'm going to start in May, is like keeping track of my volume a little bit better on like a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, because sometimes that can get kind of confusing, and I kind of want to just learn it a little bit more and then be able to help you guys with it. It just helps you raise the bar. Again, it was when they created this ladder because they saw these relationships between people hitting Success Club, people earning a certain amount a month, people building a certain number of leaders on their team, people not even hitting Success Club, but just earning Success Club points, which you'll see in a second. And then it also helps you identify your leaders on your team. So if you have somebody who is at the business starter, or then at the team builder, and then at the team leaders ladder or level, then you kind of know where they are in their business and kind of where they need to go and what you can help them with. So here is the breakdowns, and they've actually added a new one called Super Duper Leader. And that is like 15-star and above. That's like Melanie Mitra. So there are 6 areas that that each, I guess it's not a rank, benchmark they're calling them, that each benchmark you need to hit in order to be that. So a business starter, we're going to go into detail of these in a second, but just so you can see, a business starter is a coach. They're making $100 a month. So essentially they're covering the cost of their Shakeology, and they're hitting Success Club 5. You do have to hit all 3 of those things in order to be considered a business starter. And so this is each month, just like you hit Success Club 5 or 10 each month. Every month you'll see your benchmark change. And if you don't know where to look that up, I'll show you that and after the presentation too. Team builder. So you're starting to build a team. You're an emerald or above. You're making about $250 a month, $250 or more. You are hitting Success Club 5. You have 2 coaches on your team that at least have had 1 Success Club point, which really, we don't even get 1 point anymore. So they should change that to 2, because you get 2 points for everything now. But they have to at least have 1 point. So 2 people have to have, at least have 1 point for you to be considered a team builder. And then your week leg volume has to be 200 TV, which is not a lot. So basically those 2 people have to each be drinking Shakeology plus like 1 order going through. So if they're hitting Success Club or at least getting 1 order, you're going to hit, and both of those, let's say, are on your week leg, then you're going to hit that. Team leader. So this is where I am. I actually dropped it here because we had a rough month last month with Success Club, I think it was. I don't know where it wasn't money, unless it was my week volume. I'm not sure. I don't know why I didn't, but I'll look at that when we jump into my back office. But $1,000 a month, Success Club 5, Diamond or above, 4 coaches a month have to have at least 1 Success Club point, and your week's leg volume is 5,000. So that is kind of a big jump, but this is also the benchmark where you are actually seeing your business start to truly grow, and you're seeing people actually, want to build this as a business. Because you could technically just be doing this as a hobby and be a business starter. You're starting to build a team and team builder, but people get to Emerald and then they stop working, or they don't want to build a team or whatever. I've had that happen too. So, but team leader, typically, just like we say with Diamond, typically people want to build this as a business, and they want to make this either, more than part-time or even full-time. They're starting to take this serious. And then organization leader, as you can see, 2,500. This is where I'm pushing for. So these are the 2 areas. Actually, these are the 3 areas. I do have these 3, but I don't have these 3. So I need to consistently have 6 coaches, personally sponsored coaches, hitting at least 1 Success Club point a month, 15,000 TV. I'm not sure if I'm close to that or not, but I think I am. And then I need 2 coaches to get to team leader. And then I would be an organization leader. And then you have executive leader, etc. Where I would suggest most of you, find out, I'll have you jump in and you can see where are you. And obviously you want to go to the next rung, but then really kind of bigger picture, let's map out kind of, backwards design. How are you going to get to team leader? I did break these down, but I loved this picture. I actually just found this. So it's hard to see in this presentation right now. It's this Corey Miller Fitness, but I did break them so you can break them out so you can see each one. So a business starter earns at least $100 a month. So basically, like I said, your Shakeology is now paid for by your earnings. You're hitting Success Club every month. And you're in the green with your business. So basically you are, you're starting to, build a little bit. Sorry, thirsty. So how do you achieve business starter? So remember, you're hitting $100 a month. BP is just bonus points. It's because it used to be dollars, but then with Canada and us, and we do have some Canadians on our team. Hello, Melissa and Susan from Canada. But it is basically dollars. So think of it as $100 a month. And then SC5 and coach. So how to achieve business starter? You need to do a vital behavior check. Are you doing your vital behaviors? Are you being a product of the product? And being a product of the product does not just mean drinking your Shakeology and doing your workout. We can all drink our Shakeology and do our workout. We could do a workout, I should say. It is so important to get results, because if you're not getting results from the programs, other people aren't going to get results from the programs. And results might not be a physical result. So that is something that, for me at this point, I don't have weight to lose. I don't want to build a super bikini competition body or anything like that. So my results are just basically my happiness. How do I feel? Those are results too. But those need to be shared so that people know what kind of results you're getting from being a product of the product. Now, some people do need that physical result. They have not had a true transformation story yet. Now, granted, not everybody will have a physical transformation story. There are many coaches that join this and haven't had a big transformation story, but I know there are many of you that still do want that. And so I think it's very important that that you do, strive hard to get those results, to show people that these products do work and they can work for them. So product of the product, again, our vital behaviors. Number 2 is invite, or attract, connect, invite. So you're attracting by sharing your journey of being a product of the product, and sharing your journey as a coach, and sharing your just life journey on social media, whether that's Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or all those different stories that you can do now. But you're sharing that. So you're attracting people by sharing your stories. And then you're connecting with people. So people that are interested in your attraction marketing, right? People are liking your posts. People are commenting on your posts. You're then connecting with those people. And then you are eventually inviting them when it feels right. Again, like we were talking about inviting at the beginning, we say invite when it feels right, but you can invite them to anything at the very beginning. Invite them to go to coffee with you. Invite them to get on the phone with you. Invite, just as a friend, just to, talk with them, just to help them with something. It doesn't have to be right away for a sale. You want to be able to offer value to them. So invite them to just take some value from you. Number 3 is personal development. Huge, 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 huge. You will see take ownership over learning in every single slide. This is humongous. You need to be personally growing as well as professionally growing, so that take ownership over your learning. You need to be learning every single day, something. Okay. And then calendar something to invite people to each month. If you have a challenge group, you should have a challenge group starting each month. Or maybe you have an ongoing one. Maybe you have a free group every month. We have a sneak peek as a team going on right now. So you have a sneak peek to invite to. Again, remember, you're inviting them to something every single month. It could be a free opportunity. It could be, to get a challenge pack and join one of your accountability groups. It could be to the coaching opportunity. It could just be inviting them out for coffee. But you're inviting people every day to something that you have scheduled on your calendar each month. Obviously, coffee wouldn't be scheduled on your calendar, but you get the point. And then a few other business starter tips. Again, this is the very first rung. So this is for your new coaches. This is where we want to get them. We want to get them to earn the cost of their Shakeology back, right? They can easily do that by helping 3 people. And then they're obviously already a coach. So this is where you want to get your new coaches. So instead of focusing just on Emerald or focusing on, Success Club, focus them on helping 3 people, help them start a challenge group so that they have something going each month, whether or not they're inviting people to yours or they're creating their own. I really liked when we were at Super Saturday. I think Joe talked about this at the training afterwards. Oh no, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I know. He said, have your new coach run a free group alongside you. I've always had my new coaches run it with me, kind of shadow, and then they would kind of post at the same time. Whereas he said, have them run it parallel to you. So they have their own group. So they're kind of taking that leadership, but they're literally copying and pasting the post that you have in your group. Or you already have created a script and you're giving it to them. So maybe they're a day behind you and they're just taking literally what you've posted in your group and putting it in their group. So it is helping them duplicate, but it's helping them kind of take that leadership right away, where it is their group. It's not their coach's group. It is theirs. And I really, really liked that. So I'm working with my new coach on getting a group up and running for the beginning of May for us. Make sure you're listening to the National Wake Up Call. I'm loving recently, I don't know if any of you are, but I'm loving these like little, once a month they're doing the new coach stories. So today I actually just listened to last week's new coach call or National Wake Up Call. And excuse me. And it was 2 new coaches, one who's a college student graduating in May and just became a coach in November, has already hit diamond, and she hit, I think she said she got like 115 Success Club points last month. Holy crap. Or whenever Team Cup was, February, I think. And I was like, what? So, I mean, I just love listening to those stories, and they're super inspiring, and they can definitely help a new coach who's hitting Business Starter. It's definitely helping them with that. And then make sure, Business Starter, that you're staying consistent with your workouts, your nutrition, because when you feel good, confident, and healthy, you want to share the solution with people. The second rung on the ladder is Team Builder. So some of you are probably working towards Team Builder now. You may be Emerald or looking to hit Emerald. You are hitting Success Club every month, or you're trying to. So those 2 things I think everyone kind of understands pretty well. It is this 200 team volume on the week leg monthly where people don't always understand. And then sometimes this is another part that might be hard because you might be Emerald, but it might be your mom and your husband, and they're not really working the business. So to have them getting any Success Club points is not likely, right? So this is the other area where sometimes people need to work a little bit more to get. So you basically need 2 semi-working. They could even just be a hobby coach, but they need to at least be, selling 1 challenge pack a month, let's say, or 1 Shakeology order a month. Okay. And then you're earning at least $250 a month. And typically, if these things are happening, then you are earning $250. Okay. So again, do that vital behavior self-check. Seriously, be serious with yourself. And ask yourself if you are doing those things. During Team Builder, you're starting to offer the opportunity to people. So as a Business Starter, notice there was their rank was a coach. There was none of this other stuff that they had to do because they're not focusing on adding coaches to their team yet. They're just focusing on helping customers, okay? Helping clients get results. So when you are a team builder, you're starting to build a team. So one way that you can do this is ask yourself, who are 10 people you can share your vision with? Who are 10 people who you can share that coach opportunity with? Hopefully by the time you're ready to hit Team Builder, that might be month 1, it might be month 2, it might be month 3. It depends on how fast your business grows, how fast you get to Business Starter, how many people you are helping. But if you take 10 of your customers and offer them the coach opportunity, okay, you're starting to move people from customer to coach. Remember that vital process of getting them a challenge pack, getting them results with the products, and then moving them to that coach level possibly. And then you're completing getting started right calls with your new coaches at the Team Builder stage. You might not be running a full new coach university, like Lindsay or any of us are, because really that's like a diamond rank. You would start running those types of things. But when you start building a team, you do have to have those getting started right calls with your new coach. You can definitely have your upline jump on that call with you and help you run it, but really you need to take that ownership and really start to step up in that leadership role, especially if you're looking to then get to the next level of team leader. And then always take ownership over your learning. So whatever it is that you need to learn, like I was talking about with Summit, make sure you're making the choices about what you need to learn. That's what we always say about, reading personal development too. It's hard, people ask, what book should I read next? Really, you need to read what's what's right for you. Sometimes it's really fun as a team to read a book together. So maybe it's something that, a new book that comes out and we definitely can all benefit. But then many times I have a second book or something else that I'm reading or learning or whatever. So like right now I'm actually getting a health coach certificate. So I'm taking full ownership over going through that health coach program and really learning a lot more about nutrition and habits and all kinds of things. And then some team builder tips. And I'll post this presentation too, along with the videos, just so you guys can see it as well. Really that personal development is huge at this level, to start reading at least one book a month. Successful coaches honestly are doing professional development or personal development and professional development on a regular basis, at least one book a month. Talk to at least 3 people about joining your team each week. Don't overthink this. I know it's so easy to overthink it, but just tell people, about the potential that you see in them and why you're excited about where you are going, because they want to see that it works for you. And, many times they don't see how it can work for them. So trying to help them see that and see the potential in themselves is huge. Many times it's all about their mindset. And really, they just don't see the potential in themselves, unfortunately, because no one's ever believed in them before. And so if you can show them that you believe in them, that will definitely help. And then build an accountability for both of these points for your personally sponsored coaches. So those coaches who, you need 2 coaches that are hitting at least some Success Club points, those you can help them both. If you can recommend them to do some personal development, if you can start to help them see the potential in themselves so that they can see it in their customers and their challengers and the people that are in their lives. Team leader. So this is a huge one. This is really where we see, and we being Beachbody has seen coaches kind of take off once they hit team leader. You're earning at least $1,000 a month. I mean, how many of us would not like $1,000 a month? That would be nice, right? You have 4 personally sponsored coaches who will have at least 1 point a monthly. You're hitting Success Club 5. You have a minimum of 5,000 team volume. So remember, Team Builder was only 200. It jumps to 5,000 for Team Leader, which is a big difference. But you're also going from Emerald to Diamond, which you all understand is a big difference as well. So Emerald is 2 coaches, 1 on each leg. Diamond is 8 coaches, 4 on each leg, and then 1 on each of those legs has to beat Emerald. So you go from 2 to 8, to 12 people basically, plus however many are on your strong leg from your upline. So your volume does grow there. Okay, so you definitely are having more people. And again, I will show you my volume and kind of what that looks like, and you can look at yours and kind of see. But again, you're doing your vital behavior self-check, just like I said, and for all the others, and taking ownership over your learning. Those are the same. But then you're starting to identify and really mentor your leaders. So you're hosting sneak peek opportunity events for you and your team. You are, maybe you're partnering and running a new coach group with somebody, which I know Lindsay might be looking for somebody to help still for May. I really want to step up and help, but I just know that my life is a little bit in shambles, just not really having my own space, and it's just different. It's okay. It's not bad. It's just different. And then do the math, like literally do the math. What's it going to take? What's it going to take to get 5,000 on your weak leg? What's it going to take to have 4 people? What are you going to do to help those leaders, to help those people, those coaches on your team? What's it going to take? What do you have to do? Do the math. So important. I actually got these tips from somebody else, and I've actually never read any of these books, so I'm actually really excited. I believe Lindsay might have just gotten the Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell, or she was reading a different John Maxwell book. Make sure you're sharing at the team leader stage. Obviously, Lindsay and I are team leader. Lindsay might be organization leader. I'm not sure. But obviously she and I are, sharing our vision with you guys. We're hosting team calls, et cetera, et cetera. If you're striving to be team leader, like you're super close, like probably Jackie and Megan and Carly, they're hosting team calls as well. So they're really inspiring their teams as well. So these are some great leadership books. And I think that's something that's an area of growth for myself. So definitely going to pick one of those up. I think Courtney Graham that talked to us last month, I believe she read The Leaders Eat Last and was telling me about it. And then, like I said at the beginning of this call, Coach Summit is a must. If you are serious about this business, you have to attend Summit. No excuses. I don't care. I'm so glad that Jackie just ended up that it worked out, because I would have given her some crap. Love you, Jackie. Sorry, not sorry. So definitely need to get to Coach Summit. It is going to be awesome. So excited. And it's literally like 2 weeks after I move. So it's going to be a little crazy still. Like, I feel like my life will somehow get into normal at some point. But Summit is humongous. And then organization leader, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on these, but you can see you're earning $2,500 a month. You have 6 coaches hitting or getting Success Club points. You're hitting 5. You have a minimum of 15,000, and you are a 2-star diamond. And then you have 2 personally sponsored team leaders. Oh, really quick with team leader. That's what I was going to say. At Coach Summit, they've changed a few things. If you hit team leader within a certain amount of time, you now get your Summit ticket for free. And you also get like special recognition and special parties and stuff if you are a team leader, like if you're a team leader and a certain rank as well. So some additional incentives for once you hit team leader, you definitely receive more incentives. So, and then executive leader, you can see huge difference. I mean, that's a lot of team volume, but we can all get there. And then super duper leader, you have 65 personally sponsored coaches, 500, look at that, 15-star diamond, 15 team leaders. Wow, we can get there. So with that, I'm going to jump into my back office. Are there any questions? I don't know if there's been any chat. It doesn't look like it. Oh, that's what you're doing. You're doing someone else's hair, Bree. Now I see somebody. Hi, friend. So I am going to. Oh, hi, Melissa and Callahan. So cute. All right, let me show you my back office. Okay. Oops. And then I'll show you where to find more team leadership ladder training if you haven't seen it before either. So when you're on your main page, you have the leadership ladder tab. So last month's rung. So like I said, I told you I dropped a team builder. So it'll show you then where you were last month. So how much you made for the whole month, whether you hit Success Club, your highest paid rank, how many coaches with Success Club points, your week-long volume, and then your team leaders. Okay. So that's the area that maybe I haven't gotten a team leader yet, because they don't always have the personally sponsored that are a team leader. So, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's what I was missing. I was missing the personally sponsored for coaches to hit Success Club, or to at least have 1 Success Club point. So right now I have 3. So I need another person to at least have 1 point. I don't have Success Club yet, but I have a couple orders going through over the next couple days. You can see where my commissions are this month compared to last. They're a little bit lower, but I'm still over that 1,000. And my week leg volume is obviously not an issue. So remember, if we look back at this, so really, I even have the volume for organization leader. I just don't have, and I have the commission for, or what I don't have is the personally sponsored coaches. So for me, then I need to reflect and think about, okay, I need to then focus on inviting the coaching opportunity and building my leaders, right? So if you go into your back office and look at where you are, then, what area are you struggling in, and then set some goals around that area. So are you struggling with, is rank the next thing that you need? Then let's kind of see how we can get you to diamond or emerald or wherever. Is it the week like volume, which many times it is for people? So to look at your volume, I know I've talked about volume before, but if you go to my business, my volume, you will see you can see, I mean, I'm almost hitting that 5,000. So my right leg is my weak leg. So, some weeks I'm already hitting that 5,000. So obviously, that's there. But remember, your volume is based on, so if I pull these up, I'll pull up the right and the left and kind of show you. If I can get them both on the screen. Here we go. Okay. Let's just switch. Okay. So this one on my right is my right leg. Okay. So then you can see who. So these are all my personally sponsored coaches. These are all mine. Okay. I didn't get these from anybody else. They're not all my personally sponsored, but I'm saying they're from my right leg. They're either just my personally sponsored or their coaches. Okay. So that's where volume comes from, is from, so Carly, if we then, I mean, you can drill down and keep looking at this. So it tells me whether or not it's my personally sponsored. And then personal volume is how much sales basically there was on her account this week. So I can even go in and I can see, okay, what was this order? Oh, it was a 3-day refresh. I mean, that's not necessary technically to see what that is. But just so you know kind of where that volume is coming from. So remember, every product has a PV and a TV. Shakeology is 90 PV and 90 TV. However, challenge packs are, let's say, 135 PV, but it might only be 35 TV, as in team volume. And this, or did I flip those? I might have flipped those. This is the team volume. I know it says PV. That's so confusing. Okay, but it's the PV that turned into the TV for your volume. Okay. But you get it. So all of this is added up, and that's where that total is coming from. Okay, and then this is the left, but if you see on this side, I'm seeing Bree. Bree is not my personally sponsored. She's one of Lindsay's personally sponsored. Chelsea is one of Lindsay's personally sponsored. Now, Nisa and Susan are in my downline. Kayla is one of Lindsay's personally sponsored. So you can see Courtney is one of Lindsay's personally sponsored. So this is my quote unquote strong leg, because I'm also getting volume from my upline. So you have your strong leg where you're getting volume from your upline, as well as anybody that you place on your left leg. And then on your weak leg, you're just getting the volume from any of the coaches that you've placed and then that they've placed underneath you. So hopefully that makes sense. So in order for you to focus on your weak leg, usually mine doesn't work mine isn't that way, but most of the time, your strong leg is many times a lot more than your weak leg. So it is easier for you to focus on your weak leg, whereas mine, as you can see, are quite even. Sometimes my right leg is even more than my left leg, as you can see right here. That's just how my business has built. So that's just, but many times if you look at your volume, and if you want to have a call on this, if you want me to look at your volume, we can pull up, you can share your screen if you want to do it right now. We can definitely do that. But you want to focus on your weak leg and building that volume to 200 or 5,000 or 15,000 or 50,000. So like I said, I'm going to see if I can find something, or I'll just create something on like kind of tracking your volume each week. So then you can see, or then like each month then, so then you can see that, it's the end of the month and I only have 3,000 TV or 4,000 or 4,500 TV. Then you can like identify a leader that may be able to, or a couple of your leaders get a few more people to help that they could help. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Again, like I said, I will post this presentation. I also wanted to show you where the training was in the back office in case you did not know. So under news and training, and then training. So there's all of these, but then if you scroll down, there's the leadership ladder. And when you go into the leadership ladder, it breaks each of these down. There's a video that Michael's done that's really good that explains the leadership ladder. And then this is a video from Melanie explaining how to raise the bar on leadership ladder. And then when you click in each of these, it tells you what all of this means. So then if I click on like team leader, it then tells you kind of what to do. It gives you, you can enroll in new diamond calls once you hit team leader. You'll want to review the diamond and 1-star diamond trainings. And then you want to know how to do all of these things, which I'll show you where the training is for all of those. Oh, here it is. So you want to learn how do I create new diamonds? Here's a coach opportunity presentation that you can use and adapt. That's kind of what I did. The coach basics, support and connect with your coaches, how to create effective videos. So they're doing some lead team calls. They're creating some PD for us on that. So that's awesome. Reports to connect with your team. So there's a video on how to help you with that. Some videos on how to strengthen your business. And then the team leader benchmarks, again, is just those that I had actually pulled up for you guys as well. But then really quick under the training library, I don't know if you guys know that this is all here, but the new business activity tracker, if you're ever looking for that, there's so much information in here. The new stuff that I love is the first 30. So especially this 3 steps to share Shakeology guide, which is awesome. It just kind of helps you understand how Shakeology is helping you and kind of helps you explain your story, and then how you can share that then. Like tons of information. This is definitely great for new coaches who are just learning how to share. They know, many times how Shakeology makes you feel, but sometimes it's hard to explain it and how to share it with others. So this is an awesome guide to help with that. So that was under the first 30, the 3 steps to share Shakeology guide. And then the first 30 is kind of what we're going through right now in the new coach group. So if you're in that group, kind of just shadowing or going through it or whatever, this is where all of that information came from. I know that Kate was interested in hosting a fit club, so I'm sure you found that. Some great information on following up, new coaches, goal setting, inviting. I mean, really, here's all that lead program. I know, Kate, you had some questions about the LEAD program. So here is all kinds of videos on the LEAD program, additional leadership trainings. I mean, look at this. Look at all this stuff. It's amazing. I mean, it just keeps going. So much stuff. So it's awesome. And yeah, I'm going to stop sharing and unmute in case anybody has questions. Oops. Was that helpful? Does anyone have questions about any of the rungs? Did that help you understand? Kate, does that make sense a little bit more now, or is it?
Yeah, it makes sense. That's a huge jump between those two levels. That's like,
Right.
it's like you.
Huh?
I said that's a big jump between those two levels.
I know, it really is.
Yeah, you could be at like 3,000 or 4,000 volume is pretty high still, and you're still hitting it, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I did have a question. So does that mean that you should concentrate in putting people who you feel are going to be strong leaders on your weak leg, or not matter? I've heard both, so I don't
really. Yeah. What made most sense to me was 2 years ago when I went to Platinum Presenters. I wasn't able to go this last year because I think I had a wedding or something. Yeah, I did. And so 2 years ago, Christine Dwyer explained it, and she explains it as you work towards rank and then you work towards volume until you cannot team cycle bonus anymore, and then you work towards rank again. So like you're going to work towards diamond right now, and then once you hit diamond, I would pad your left side or whatever, I don't know which side is your weak leg, like start building. It's not necessarily have to be team leaders there, because it could be like just a ton of technically discount coaches, but then that's just a lot of 90, 90, 90, 99. You're going to get 90 every week or every month from them. So, you know, that does add up. Obviously not to 5,000. You do need to have some builders on both sides. But you can, I would build to diamond and then build your weak leg to volume. And then likely you're going to end up hitting a star there. You know what I mean? You do at some point, I think, have to, do you have to even it out or have certain on each side for star diamond? I think it's still 4. It might go up to like 5 or 6. So I should probably look that up. But typically, I think you already like have that. You're just working towards emeralds now, right? Towards a couple builders on each side. And then I would look at your weak side. Is your strong legs volume a lot more than your weak leg?
I think it's just like 100 difference.
Oh, okay. So it's not.
I know what it is for the month. So it's by month, right?
Technically, yeah. So for this, it's by month. But yeah, like weekly, is it? Is it just like 100 off?
I think it's just 100 off. I don't.
Okay.
I have to look again.
And again, that will depend on, like, if Jackie starts growing, which she is, you know, and where you are on hers, and so that makes a difference too.
The only way you can really bring your volume up too is to develop coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have so many people on direct, but I still have a very low volume. You know?
Right. Yeah. So it's developing coaches who are then developing coaches who are then, right. Excuse me.
What do you do about people that are just perfectly happy and content to be team builders and they don't really want to move up?
Up to team leader.
Yeah, like they just, like, they're good, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're emerald and they want to run their groups, and then that's it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing we can do but continue to do what we do, and then hope that they like will see a change in themselves. You know, like it might take time for people. You know, they might just not believe, like I was saying, they might not believe in themselves yet. They don't see the potential in themselves. They see the potential of, you know, sharing sharing it with customers. They love the products. They want to run groups with you, but they don't quite see the business opportunity that, you know, that it's for them. So I think just sharing more about how the business opportunity has helped you, could eventually change them. But there's nothing that we can do to, because you don't want to be convincing people to do something that might not be for them, right? So I think just being, continuing to be supportive of them and they're going to be watching your journey and seeing you grow, and then you never know what'll happen, Lindsay's favorite part, you guys saw her announcement last week. Like, I literally joined her accountability group and told her, don't try and sell me anything. I've already done this before. I was drinking Shakeology. I was a coach already. I'm not doing this. Because I didn't understand it before. Because like I said, I joined some random things. I had gotten P90X and Shakeology, and I was doing it on my own. And I'm like, maybe I didn't, wow, I can make money with this. Maybe I should do this. But then I didn't do anything because I joined somebody I didn't know. Yeah. And so then I didn't understand really what it was. And it was in 2011 or 10 or something. Okay. And so isn't that crazy? Like, I wish now that I would have stayed with it, but like it would have been the same because it wouldn't have been with this team and with Lindsay. And so once I saw like what Lindsay was doing and how she was running groups and like, whoa, she's pregnant and doing this, and whoa, she thinks she might leave her job sometime, and I saw Christina and working that full time. That was huge. Like when I saw her, like, what do you mean? She makes like $1 million or whatever. Like, how? So, you just never know what people are going to be inspired by, or who they're going to be inspired by that might be seeing me or Lindsay or somebody else, I might just connect on that way. Oh, look at Callahan. He's so cute. Oh, sorry. Good baby. Love it. How are you doing, Melissa?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel good.
Good. That's awesome. Yeah. He's sleeping right now? Will he be up soon?
He just finished eating. He didn't sleep much today, so cross your fingers.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a good night then. Does anyone else have any other questions? Are you dyeing blue hair over there, Bree?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why I posted. I was like, just so you know, don't be surprised that I'm going to be doing hair color while I'm on the call. So.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, so
awesome.
A girlfriend of mine wanted some turquoise hair.
I love it. That's cool. Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool. But I don't think I have any questions. I mean, you covered a lot of stuff I actually didn't really understand very well, too, because I feel like I'm in the same boat as you used to be in. Like, you just didn't really understand it. You're just kind of confused with everything. Yeah. But things are now, like, starting to make more sense.
Good.
But I'm also putting a lot more time into understanding what it's all about as well.
Which is that taking ownership over your learning, right? So,
yeah,
that's awesome. All right, well, then it is after 9 already. That went by fast, but I am heading to Punta Cana on Wednesday, so I hope that you guys, I'll share definitely on Facebook, but I'll probably be, if you're on Snapchat, I'll be snapping. I think I'm Amanda 11278, but I'll post in the team too. But super excited just to get away and but actually have time to do business stuff. Like, I feel like I said, my life's been kind of crazy. So I am going to take some time every day and kind of map some stuff out, and because I'm going to have my own room. So I feel like I'm going to just be able to do my own thing and meet up with people when I want to meet up with people and not meet up with people when I don't. So I'm going to try and be really good about that.
How long is the trip?
Because sometimes I have FOMO and I just can't say no, and I just have to go with everybody, but I need to do me. It is actually Thursday to Monday. So there's the first wave is there right now. So they got there on the 23rd and they leave on the 27th, and we get there on the 27th and leaving on the 1st. But I extended the trip one day. The flights were stupid, ridiculous, really expensive. I invited multiple people to come with me, and it just wasn't going to work out money wise, which is fine. I'm actually looking forward to taking this trip by myself. But I'm actually flying to Atlanta Wednesday night because the flights in and out of Atlanta were easier. and I have a friend that lives in Atlanta. So she lives like 15 minutes from the airport. So I'm basically just like sleeping at her house Wednesday night, and then I'm staying till Tuesday, and then I come home Tuesday night, and then I'll go back to work Wednesday. So I was just off for a week for spring break, and now I'm kind of off for another week.
That's amazing.
And I
That'd
don't
be so
feel
much
bad about
fun.
it. I know, I'm excited. So
I know you're going to do a
oh
video
yeah.
qualify for it.
So they changed it. So when I first went,
I was confused.
I know. So when I first went in Cancun, anybody could go, basically. Anyone could go. Like you just got on a wait list and then they'd call you. So I actually got called like 3 weeks before the trip, and I was like, let's go. So Sheila and I ended up going. And then last year, I think it was the same way. I think it was just, you did get to, so if you are like elite or premier or Success Club All-Star or Success Club All-Star Legend or team leader, or like certain things, you get to register first. So that's one way to guarantee that you will go on the trip. So because I'm a Success Club All-Star Legend, I've hit Success Club like 40 months in a row or something. The last 2 years, I've been able to register like before anybody else was able to. So that was last year. They allowed you to register based on that before anyone, like the day before or whatever. Like each elite got to go first, and then premier got a day, and then All-Star Legends got a day. So basically, if you were any of those, you were guaranteed a spot. And then this year, they did the same thing, but then the rest of the coaches, from what I understand, like it was the top 500 coaches that had, based on success, how many Success Club points they had in 2016 for the 2018 trip, I guess it is. So now that's what happened. So that's how like those were going out. And I think they're still sending those out. Like, I don't know if like it'll continue throughout the year. Like maybe it's not the first 500. Maybe it's just like they literally ranked every single coach based on the total number of Success Club points they had in 2016. And they're kind of going down the line. And you have like 48 hours to sign up and decide. And if you don't, then you lose your spot and they go on to the next person. So for the 2019 trip, God, that just seems so far away, right?
Yeah.
So that will be based on this year's Success Club points and like, you know, all of that other stuff, elite, premier, blah, blah, blah. To then register, because you register for that trip like in January for like 2019, you know, so, or it might be earlier than that. So,
okay.
So yeah, I think that they changed it because it was basically like anybody got to go, and it was like people who weren't even working the business, and we're like, how is this person getting called before we, you know, I'm somebody who's, you know, 2-star diamond and what, you know, people were kind of, that doesn't seem fair. If it's the Success Club trip, it should be based on Success Club, right? So they kind of changed things. So it does make sense, you know, now. So just work your booty to get all those Success Club points, which you're good at. So, but all right. I am going, hopefully I sleep well. Last night I slept at a friend's house and did not sleep very well because I slept on the couch. And so I'm going to go crash at my parents in my old bedroom. But I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for jumping on, and I will see you soon.
All right, bye. Have fun on your trip.
Thank you.